Hi, warriors, Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures with the Gnome Warlock. Today, we are back in Tranquillion, guys. Last episode, we supposedly found out that the Light Bloom may be getting empowered or corrupted by the Rutani. I did not know who the Rutani were, so I checked it out, and they sort of look like night elves. They have like the body of a night elf, but they look like plants or trees. It's kind of strange. I've never seen them before. But I think we fought a few of them last episode. And supposedly the Twilight Council could be working with the Void in this area as well. So we'll see what happens here this episode. Here's a cultist here. Interesting.
Wait! It's an ambush!
But there is some cultists here. I hope you guys are doing well today. Doing pretty good. Spring is in the air. But that means some allergies may be popping up, so I might sneeze a little bit. Hopefully I don't.
Words, void and light, asking far too many questions. Take them out. And find a better place for the bodies this time.
What the heck is that?
Member of the Twilight's Blade. You were right, Arator. Quickly, back to Tranquillion.
Alright, well, looks like there is some Twilight Council influence going on. And they seem to be working with maybe the Void, who knows. And I also turned off war mode, guys. Which means our experience will be a little bit slower by 15%, but it doesn't really matter. I want to get through all the chapters anyways, so there isn't any rush to hit level 90, so I just decided to turn it off so we won't get ganked over and over again.
The Twilight's Blade has stolen it all. What do we need to do?
Let's get to the bottom of this.
Blast, it appears that Cult has ears everywhere.
So what should we take? This neck. We're going to go... Versatility is our worst stat, supposedly, so we'll go with Crit Mastery. The Eversong Chain, 133 Stamina, 56 Crit, 53 Mastery.
Better to seek forgiveness than permission.
We almost have a entirely new set here.
My notes, my research. I never should have left it alone. I was just beginning to understand the Void Storm. Everything I'd learned, torn from my hands by cultists.
Oh, they destroyed his workshop. His laboratory.
I cannot let this stop me. They can't have destroyed everything. Perhaps there's enough here to salvage.
We talked to the leader of this town, and he just kind of brushed it off.
One of the Void samples.
I have a feeling he may be working with them. Who knows? Just a guess. If I'm right, I'll be shocked. But
Excellent. Wait,
who knows?
what's that glinting over there?
Because maybe he'll take this approach, right? Like, if you can't beat him, join him. Sometimes people do that. What does he mean, glinting? Wait, what's that glinting over there? Well, I think we picked up everything, right? Forgotten pendant. Examined. Oh, there. His little cat was... His shadow cat was pointing it out to us.
I was wondering where I'd left that.
Lord...
This was your doing? What of the people here?
This story's
You
hilarious.
wanted them safe. And I do. Look at the sky, Magister. You know what resides there. You know the fear it brings. the uncertainty. And when it unleashes, and it will unleash, the Twilight's blade will stand on the side of survival.
Yeah.
Won't you?
I will not bend to you or the void.
Tranquillian will join us or die, and you with it.
That's insane. I had a feeling there was something suspicious about him. It was just the way he just brushed off the news that we gave him.
The Twilight's blade, Antonorian. What have you done?
And I swear,
Blade?
I didn't look ahead in the story. Like, it's kind of insane that we guessed that.
Will prove what a mistake that was. Slay the traitors and the creatures they've summoned. Destroy their effigies and their supplies. Make this retreat costly, champion.
The Twilight's Blade, I did not expect them to worm their way into Eversong. I will not let them get away with this. They will pay for what they've done.
Some of the town's most respected citizens, traitors? How long has the Twilight's Blade been here? How many scouts have gone missing? Crimes gone unreported? Innocents they thought they could trust. They must be stopped. Cut down the traitors. Show them that Tranquillian is no hope for cultists. Can't let the Twilight's Blade get away with this. There are innocent citizens all over town who had nothing to do with this cult. Anyone who doesn't join will be executed. I won't stand for that. Go aid any civilian. Get them out of harm's way. They're being attacked. Take their attacker down. Tranquillian will not fall under my watch.
Alright, so we're taking the fight to the Twilight Blade. What the heck are these things? Yeah, make sure we free these. Tell them that they're rescued and everything's okay. Have they all gone mad? Potentially. Who knows? But it makes sense, though. They're clearly afraid of the Void. In that battle that took place, it looked like they were, like, you know, Silver Moon was gonna fall. We fought back against them. We still need to free a few more citizens.
What aid has Silver Moon sent us?
Yes, exactly like, kind of reminds me of Westfall.
That worm. You have our thanks.
With the stonemasons. The Defias Brotherhood. Stormwind didn't even help them. Same with Redridge Mountain. And also Duskwood too. And not all, some of them decided to defend themselves. They didn't really, decide to join the enemy. But I guess Zalatas a lot like Gil Jaden, right? She's more of a deceiver than like a brute force, enemy.
Ready to fight the fight?
Twilight's Blade I did not expect them to. Oh yeah, they talked about that.
I
fear this is far from over.
You're safe, Q. So are the wary citizens of Tranquillion. Thank the light.
All right, so we're getting some furniture as a reward. It's either the Cinderai Honor Stone or the Diamond Honor Stone. Kind of like the diamond one.
I've bested every evil I've faced.
Our hospitality is yours.
There she is. Guard Captain Leonic beating up
We shall be on the
beating up the innkeeper. And the Blood Elves tend to make, bad choices. They have a history of that, joining the Burning Legion
It's safe there.
during hard times. Like half of them joined the Burning Legion, I believe, and in Kael'thas.
It's too far away.
So you shouldn't really be surprised that they're joining. Some of them are joining the Void Lords, or the Void. And then there's the Void Elves. Did the Void Elves join the Void? Like I'm not really too sure what happened with that. That would make sense. And they sort of look like Blood Elves, right? But they're called Void Elves. Yeah, who knows? Matron Narcilla.
Void saves us! Was I right? They've all gone mad with fear.
You're safe. Have you seen them?
We'll need to do more to reverse the damage done here. But this was a good first step. Thank you. Umbrick went to chase down Antenorian when the fighting broke out. But nobody has seen him since. I trust him to hold his own. But between Cassia's death and Antenorian's betrayal, I worry he may be so set on revenge that he won't see an attack if one happens. Can you find me? I'll stay here and make sure the civilians remain safe.
There we have the jeweled key. Now we can use it on this chest. Plans of infiltration.
Antonorian was 2 steps ahead the entire time I was here. Let's return to my study.
And the world PvP is kind of cool on this RP server. It's sort of like 2 servers fighting against each other.
Who we can.
Moonguard versus Wormrest Accord.
What was in that lockbox?
Can we read the...
Focus and control.
Someone has stashed away these cultist recruitment pamphlets for later use. Did we get any upgrades there? We got one-handed sword. This one has crit versatility, so not too sure we want that. These shoulders, but they're mail. And it doesn't look like we got any upgrades. Here's the furniture there.
All paths are possible.
I will not allow them to get away with this.
A map of Eversong, with multiple villages marked by the Twilight's blade.
Oh no. We'll go with the crit mastery back piece, 16 intellect, 133 stam, 14 crit, 17 mastery. Corrupted Twilight Cal.
Umbric scans the Eversong map with grave intent.
Tranquillian.
Interesting, it got upgraded
as
to
are a number
146.
of other locations.
Mid
Umbric
level.
stops, voice tightened.
Windrunner Village. It's marked. The Twilight's blade retreated to their base in Dithholm, but my home may be in peril. We must make sure my people in Windrunner Village are safe before pursuing them.
Alright, it wants us to check in with Silvermoon. Regroup in Windrunner Village.
Let's do some good.
Let's check in with Silvermoon.
Eretor, has Umbric agreed to lend his aid?
In due time, I have dire news. The Twilight's blade infiltrated Tranquillian. What's worse is they had a map of Eversong marked with targets. Tranquillian was only their first stop.
Traitors on our doorstep. How can they betray their own people?
They're afraid, Father. You know the Void preys on fear.
The last time the Sunwell was threatened like this, the Sindori were nearly wiped out.
Then this time, we'll ensure that cult is wiped out. See it done, Eretor.
Not before we help Umbric secure Windrunner Village. We'll strike once everyone is safe.
Alright, so the village is just over here. Looks like we're gonna go and visit all of the villages of Eversong Woods. And we got an upgrade, guys, so there's a chance for it to become an epic. I guess when we put it on, and it became a corrupted Twilight Cal, which upgraded its stats to 18 intellect, 179 stam, 16 crit, 19 mastery. I think that can happen with a lot of loot. There's like better versions of certain loot. I believe even at endgame it's like that as well. Skittish spring runners. This reminds me of Grizzly Hills when the horses are all running around in that zone in Wrath of the Lich King. That's such a beautiful zone, Grizzly Hills. Oh, we're getting to the spooky part. I forget what we're getting close to the Plague Lands, I guess you could say. Oh, there's Zulaman. Forgot about that. Zulaman is a zone now, not just a raid in Midnight. Yeah, I guess the damage that happened from the Scourge is still is still here. The remnants of it. They didn't really go in and fix it up ever.
It's calm for now, but if the Twilight's blade had a map of the area, it may not.
It seems all is well here for now.
I don't trust the quiet here. Let's shore up the defenses. Did you see those slumped over arcane golems around the village? They may not look like much now, but a quick tune-up will have them on their feet soon enough. They're good at standing guard, also ferreting out any hidden snakes and weeds. Let's get to them. The sooner the golems are running, the better I'll feel about this town's safety.
Alright, well, let's get the golems up, guys. Our gold's up to 13k, not bad. I think that's like 8% of a WoW token, maybe even less, maybe 5%. Mostly a lot of people, like, they were asking people, like, how do you farm gold in retail? And most of them just said they buy a token per season. Makes sense, you know. Not a lot of people are fans of farming gold. Like, I think most people don't like it. I'm not a big fan of it either, to be honest. It can be chill, though. Like, but a lot of the farms are these, from what I remember that I did in retail, when I was farming gold a while ago, were these farms where there's like hyper spawns, and all you do is just kill stuff over and over again. There's a chance for rare loot and BOEs and epics, but for the most part, it's just a raw gold farm. So you just keep killing stuff and looting and selling the junk, and over time you make a lot of gold. Some classes and specs are better than others. I played a Boomkin, so balance shoots are pretty good at that. They're just good at dotting everything up and doing a bunch of AoE damage and pulling things all together. Brewmaster Monk was another one that's pretty good at it as well. With they have like a statue that taunts everything around them, and everything would just come to the statue, and then you could just AoE it all down. I think Demon Hunters are also pretty damn good. Any strong AoE class is usually good for that type of farm. I wonder if they still have hyperspawn farms in this version of the game.
Already skulking around the perimeter.
We got a 25 quest completed, and we got an upgrade on this one, the Twilight Spy Pants. 31 intellect, 274 stamina, 25 haste, 33 versatility. Massive upgrade. Like, the power spike we're getting here is quite a pretty damn big from what we used to have.
Try and improvise. I have one final ritual to try. If this doesn't work, then the answers lay in Deathholm, the Twilight's blade's heart. But first,
going to try to decipher Kaseya's notes one last time. They may be the key to unraveling the Void Storm. I think that's the name of the raid, right?
Let's do some good.
A moment.
We should. Teresa used to tell me stories of this place. They held festivals. Her brother Lirath would play. The air was filled with laughter and song. It's hard to imagine any of that now. It's just broken. Gone. Nothing left but echoes. Was my mother one of those that filled the air with laughter? Did Sylvana sing? Or my grandparents? I suppose it's useless to think about it. My mother I haven't heard from her in weeks. We don't speak often, but it just feels different this time. With everything that's happened, that storm in the sky, the void, worry solves nothing. What we need is a sword and a capable hand, and I've both of those. Still, I wish I'd seen this place while it still lived.
Yeah, this place must have been destroyed by the Scourge, and then they just never repaired it. You have, like, you know, plants growing on the buildings.
Champion, bring those void shards to the center portal. If I'm right, it should reverse the path and open the way to the void storm.
I'm pretty sure the mythic race to world first is still going on as well for these raids. I think they're on like the last two bosses. I haven't watched much of it, but I tune in from time to time. I don't really know what's going on. You have to kind of watch for a while to figure out the mechanics and all that. I don't want to ruin it for myself as well, like, because I do plan on hopefully doing the raids when we hit max level. At least on like normal or heroic. Is that it? Okay, one more. I wasn't submerging the shards.
No! We were so close.
Oh, my bad. It's a little too slow there with the void shards.
I was so close. Deathholm it is then. The base of the Twilight's blade.
Alright, so we got another ring upgrade here. Depleted void shard ring. We'll go with the haste mastery ring. 133 stam, 59 haste, 49 mastery.
Greed.
That coward Antonorian has doomed us all.
And it got upgraded as well. It's like we're getting rare upgrades all the time.
But
They don't seem very
the
rare.
rest of Cassia's research, the missing pages that were stolen from her corpse. But the cult has retreated south to the ruins of Deathholm. Fitting that such traitors would sequester themselves in such a vile place. But we must root them out.
It's wild how they don't have like control over these zones after like, you know, being here for so long. I assume by now they would have like control all the way up to the Plague Lands. But it seems like they just left this place to rot. And now it's a cultist hideout. Most likely. And Silvermoon doesn't care because it has too many problems going on in their own city. So they kind of neglect everyone else in Eversong Woods, I guess.
Champion, Lorekeeper sent me to help with that rat.
Oh, look, it's Valera. She's the rogue in Hearthstone, like the rogue character. That if you play as a rogue, she's the face of that class in Hearthstone. We meet again, Travisine. The rat scurries just ahead. Are you ready to finish the hunt?
Mistress, I am here, as summoned. Nothing? 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 Mistress, I am here, as s
My followers and I have sown chaos and mistrust between the Sunwell's defenders. As we were bidden.
Mere child's play, elf. The real work commences over the mountains. And within the void itself. In case any of you have forgotten, you wretches speak of your works and worth, scrabbling for the mistress's favor, forgetting all the while that in the end,
all will be devoured. The forces of the void are gathering from across the cosmos, eager to feed upon this world. Soon, the true invasion will begin, and the mortals will never see it coming. Make ready.
Mistress, do not forsake me.
You did well, my faithful servant. But alas, I have no further use for you.
But I...
Give my regards to Azeroth's champions.
Infiltrators, to arms! Void, take you all!
The heck's he doing?
I am loath to find myself here again, but it is the only way. I did not expect this place to be so heavily guarded. This is far more complicated than one charismatic leader and a group of wayward pilgrims. Still, if we take out Antenorian, it should weaken them considerably. A cult is nothing without its leader. Valera tracked the governor to that cavern. He's gone in. We'll make sure he never comes out.
The Shadow Enclave. What the heck is this? Traders do disrupt the Twilight Blade's shadowy rituals and bring Anatolian to justice. Select difficulty. I guess tier 1. Can you do... Okay, so we get... Provide significant increase to player experience. You get a companion experience. Provide significant increase to companion experience. You also get a heavy trunk, which may contain equipment, recipes, currencies, collectibles, and curios. So this is like a delve, which is like a solo dungeon. And our companion is Valera Sanguinar. So we're gonna get a food buff here potentially, I guess. There it is. Well fed, intellect increased by 10% or 5% for 10 minutes. We're gonna move ahead here. Open the delve's supplies. Okay. View companion supplies. View the goods and repair gear. Okay, we'll repair our items. Pretty nice that our guild does that for us. It's kind of them. Is there anything else we want? I guess not. Let's check our companion supplies. Empty. What should we make them? We'll make them a tank because we're DPS. So we'll tell them to tank. Looks like they have a lot of rogue abilities. This is her taunt. Your first mistake. Valera makes an enemy that ignores her pay, taunting the enemy and inflicting high physical damage every 2 seconds. Scar of Kathrenatir. Valera uses dark alchemy to harness the remnants of the curse of Kathrenatir, causing attacks against her to inflict 20% less damage, which is another tanking ability. Damage reduced in this way is converted to damage taken over 10 seconds and will occasionally create a manifestation of Valera's agony. Every 25% damage taken by Valera agony heals Valera 8% of her max health. And then she has all these other abilities like Feint, Fan and Knives, and Rupture and Stealth, which are our standard rogue abilities. And signal your companion to gather here. Oh no. Did we just jump down? Oh, there's a little ramp here. And I didn't really get to check out too many delves. We did a few when I played the war with him. I was playing a hunter, a troll hunter, during that playthrough. I didn't play much endgame at all, so I really only got to experience the leveling versions of delves. Thought they were a good idea. It seems like they were because they kept it in the game. And I've heard good things about them. Gives players another option, right? Like, say, like, you can't get into Mythic Plus, or you don't have time to deal with the groups, you can always just do this. But we don't have a healer. This didn't work too well. Maybe we should switch her to heals instead of just making her a tank.
Let's keep moving.
Yeah, maybe we'll switch. We can have our pet tank, and then I can try to keep him up, and then Valyria can heal us and our pets. Maybe that's a better choice. We'll go to healer. She has Vampiric Reaping. Valyria stabs an enemy and rips away some of his life force, inflicting 340 physical damage. Reaped Orbs and heals. Creating Reaped Orbs and heals the player with the lowest health. Collecting the orbs heals the player. Then she has Cheap Shot, which is a stun for 5 seconds. There's a moderate amount of damage. And then all the other abilities are just standard rogue abilities. Alright, well, we'll try again. Since we don't, have any heals for her, she's just going to die over and over again, so. Let's check this chest out. Banshee's Wail. Occasionally unleash Banshee's Wail during combat. Okay, cool. Let's try that out.
Your life is mine. My eyes on you.
There's the health, her little hearts. It's her health orbs there. Just need to make sure our pet stays alive. We should be fine. Seems to be working a little bit better. She's fighting over here. Is she? You're gonna die.
Let's talk. One moment.
Heal yourself.
Your pain, my pleasure.
Does she collect her own orbs? Why doesn't she heal herself?
One moment. One moment.
This is the Shadow Enclave. Kinda hoping she would just heal herself. Kind of is. Can we mine this? Remember we took mining. Yeah, we can. Nice. We're getting XP too. New recipe, learned quality and Septarian nodule. Forgot about that. Forgot we got mining at the beginning. We haven't mined in a while. I've just been focused on the story.
One moment.
I need to target something first.
One moment. Your pain, my pleasure. My eyes on you. One moment.
Keeps telling me one moment. I don't wait for her. That reminds me of when I'm tanking in TBC. But I should wait. She needs to heal herself. But she should be able to do that while we're like I'm not taking damage. Who's she healing? Like my pet?
Plenty to do. I'll take that. On you.
I need to target something first.
Your life is mine. One moment.
Don't mind. Give her a little bit of time here. There's Lord Anatorian.
I will not die like them.
Where's he going?
Your pain, my pleasure.
It seems like bringing us through the entire dungeon. Let's get this shadow orb down. There we go. We completed a delve. Midnight Delve Tier 1. They probably get pretty damn tough, though.
One moment.
Once you start ranking up the tiers. Like those abilities will probably start to one-shot us and our pets. Alright, collect our reward. I assume it's back here. The Shadow Enclave. We got 2 heavy trunks, a bunch of gold over here. You receive loot. Spark of Radiance provides the following properties. Set starting item level based on crafting quality 246 to 259, and Mark of Radiance crafted. And you got a Primeval Arcane Remnant. Begins a quest Shimmers of Untold Stories and Ancient Secrets. There it is there, I think, right? This is like a reagent bag here. And there's, this is how we leave. Yeah, delves aren't bad. A bunch of people out here just checking out this delve. I guess this is like an endgame delve too.
All paths are possible.
Kasea's handwriting is unmistakable. These are pages ripped and stolen from her notebook. To be done with this, the Twilight's blade must fall.
Kasea's notes. At long last, I must go.
Alright, what do we want? The boots or the shoulders? This one's a bigger upgrade on the shoulders. Sprawling Fiber Shells. 23 Intellect, 26 Critical Strike, 18 Mastery.
Do not bend to the whispers. These notes have to hold the answer. Cassia, I'll make sure you didn't die in vain. Erator, tell Lorthamar he has my aid.
This is dire. The Twilight's blade is much larger, much more powerful than any of us could have guessed. I'm relieved Umbric is on the case, but we need to let Silver Moon know what's happened here.
Ready to fight the fight?
Let's contact Silvermoon.
Umbric is finding a way into the Void Storm. Once we have it, the Vanguard can launch a direct attack and end this threat once and for all.
His help is deeply appreciated. I only wish word of it had arrived under better circumstances.
What do you mean?
We've news from Suncrown. The Light Bloom has all but devoured the village. Lady Liadrin left the moment we heard. Meet her and get any survivors out of there.
We'll make haste.
I will head there myself as soon as matters here are settled. Take care, both of you.
Quickly, to Suncrown. I only hope it's not too late.
Alright, so now we have to go back up here and see what's going on with the light bloom. It seems to be getting a little bit out of control. But that was fun. I enjoyed that delve. Looking forward to checking out more. And it looks like we've pretty much just like uncovered all of Eversong here. Maybe we'll be going into Zul'Aman soon. That's going to be the end of today's episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.